I'm in the game now, by the way. Just so you know.
Welcome to Auburn, Alabama. A beautiful day for college football as the War Eagle cry reverberates across Jordan-Hare Stadium as their beloved Tigers are set to kick off another season. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They're gashing this defense.
He's got it on the right.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a... Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After that last completion, it's second down. Looking to pass. It's Bowling. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's McGowan. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On the ground, it's Cobb. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Red, Stilo. Hey, you see the corners, huh? You see the big my dad got it for my birthday, you know. He finally did.
Let's talk for a second about Auburn. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Just keep giving them the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Back to pass, it's Knight. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught, it's Cobb. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. A designed run for the quarterback. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Coleman. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
God, he's made it quickly. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Brought down at the 11-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. And there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the team.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Back to pass. It's Bowling. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Rodriguez. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. That pass not Moses. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Direct snap. It's McGowan. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
So here comes the Auburn offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of you other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Jumped on top of the pile.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ball. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Power football with the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the 1st half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Maybe it's the monitor on.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is totally getting wrecked today. You bring Johnny Football back here in his prime, and even he wouldn't change the outcome of this one. They're trailing by 14 to Penn State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it along the sideline. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
He'll take another shot here. And it won't make the connection, going for the big play.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the second play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the third play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The offense changing the play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Give to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
4th down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Returns like that are why you... Settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Pulls it, fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like going wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses it.
To throw, it's Bowling. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed.
Breaks into the open, ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking for space, it's McGowan. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's McGowan. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, setting up 4th.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the grab, it's Howard. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cobb.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to throw again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wants to throw on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Howard. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Boley. They'll run the screen. Turning it on! Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Trying play action. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick completion on the out route. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
So here comes the Auburn offense. To the air. It's Daniels. Fires left. He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. You just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short.
Base 27, John.
Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Coleman. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Now with a first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Might be calling a hot route. Snap in the shotgun. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Getting set for the point after. To the air, it's Daniel. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's ball. There he goes. Inside the touchdown, Wildcats. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. When When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too.
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the left. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the middle. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Defense has the lead in the second half. Expect to see a lot of zone coverage. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard to fit these footballs in, especially when you're throwing in the middle of the field like they were right there as the ball falls incomplete.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Off the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Oh, he's got some space. The tag. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Texas pulled out the victory on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in Austin.
Gotta play
that
through
winning
them,
gene, I really believe it's a thing. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Don't allow hurry up.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Goofy ass shit.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Time to take a shot. Makes the grab at the 30. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Powers forward. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
How about the response by this defense? You gave up some yards, so what? Bowed your neck now on 3rd and goal, 3 stops in a row when it matters most, forcing the offense into a critical 4th down situation.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go